Hey, what's going on, comic fans? Mr. Q Comics back with some more books. I had an amazing haul this past Friday. I hit up a local collectible show. It's one of my favorite dealers that always does these shows. I haven't seen him since before the pandemic, so it's been over a year. He gave me a call midweek to let me know he was going to be at a local mall for a collectible show. Apparently, they'd done couple of shows during the pandemic, at least one or two that I didn't know. It's like the same circuit of guys. It's this group. They do a lot of like Elks Lodges, real small stuff, local malls. So it's half dozen vendors, mostly sports cards. This guy just has a ton of great books. Old school guy, does pretty much everything out of the price guide, I think. So a lot of his prices can be, you know, um, out of skew. You'll see a lot of stuff that's really overpriced that's been sitting there for literally 5 years. I'll go through the boxes and be like, this book is still here. And he just doesn't adjust the prices. So uh, he also, a lot of stuff that spikes recently will be grossly underpriced. So you can get some amazing deals. He has slabs and stuff like that. I just got all raw stuff this time. So super happy he gave me a call. I didn't even realize how great of a haul I got till I got home and went through everything and realized what some of these books are actually going for. So before we jump into it, if you're a fan of comic book hauls, do me a favor, go down below, hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave me some comments, let me know what you think about the book. So all right, I actually hit this other vendor up after this guy. Always go to this guy first, but I picked up a few books from another vendor. They were mostly like toys and cards. So I'll always dig through some of the other guy's stuff. They didn't have much, but this cover I'd seen, and I just think it's an awesome cover. Marvel's number 13. I think this is Adi Granov, and they have this at cover, which I think it's going for more than that. It's just a gorgeous cover, so that's the only reason I grabbed it. Now, they had a lot of other stuff at this other vendor. He had, like Saga number 1, and he had the Batman Adventures 12, like the Spanish edition, but, the prices I thought were a little over the top. But he did have a couple copies of this book, which I have been grabbing every time I find it. Uncanny X-Men number 282. First appearance of Bishop. This is VF near mint condition, and he had a second copy that's in a little bit better shape. So happy to grab 2 more of those. So I think it was $25 for all 3 of those, which I thought was a good deal. I think I bundled it in with some Pokemon cards for my son as well. So all right, on to the main part of the haul. This guy always has dollar bins too. I tried to be selective with my dollar bin purchases this time. So I got 20 books. His dollar bin stuff is always, it's $1. He usually discounts, any books you're buying at the end. If you spend over $10, he doesn't include the dollar bins, which is fine. So I did some quick digging through there first and found a few things. We got Avengers, West Coast Avengers number 56. So I think this is the first cover appearance of the Dark Scarlet Witch. Obviously, had some heat due to the not the Falcon, Winter Soldier, WandaVision. I think it's cooled off. A lot of that stuff with Scarlet Witch is kind of cooled, but still, for $1, it's probably in high VF near mint. So pretty nice pickup. Fantastic Four 352. This is spec for the Loki series. This one hasn't been going for much. I think it's 353. That's been going for quite a bit, and I'm forgetting what that book is. First appearance of Mobius, Mr. Mobius, I think. But this is the first Minutemen, which is the TVA police. So I know I've seen spec talk about this for a while, so I've been grabbing these out of the bins when I do find them. Next, we've got a large chunk of Captain America, early 80s stuff. I am a huge Mike Zeck fan, if you guys have watched my videos before, and he had a nice solid run of the Zeck stuff. So I'm just going to quickly go through it. 266, and all these are like high grade VF near mint books. I think all newsstand. 267, just great covers. I love this cover with the Statue of Liberty in the back. Some of these might be minor keys. No big deal. I just got it because it's the Zeck run in high grade. 268. 269, which I think is the first Team America. 270. And I don't think I had most of these, so it's pretty psyched to find it. He didn't have any of the bigger keys from there. A couple of the smaller ones. 273. 275 was missing. 277. I love this cover. 284. Some minor key, minor character. 328, first appearance and origin of D-Man, Demolition Man in costume. I saw this, I just double checked this on Key Collector, and it showed that it was up in value. I have no idea why, if this spec with this character or not. It's like a Wolverine Daredevil crossover. I don't even know. I think this is Zek on this cover. I don't think he did the interiors. A lot of the earlier ones, I think he actually did the interiors as well. So, final one was 334. Cool cover. This is when Lamar Hoskins becomes Bucky for John Walker's Captain America. So, super happy to pick those up in really good shape. Replace some of my beat up copies. That's just a run I've wanted to have. Just Zek's run. I love his art so much, but I don't want to pay $5 an issue. So. I just hold out and wait till I find them. Inevitably, you'll find dollar bins where people have stuck these early copper, late Bronze Age books in full runs in there because they just don't want to deal with it. So super psyched to find those. All right, this was just a neat little Spidey book I had never seen from the 70s. Fun and Games magazine #3, just a Spidey cover. I'd never seen these before. I don't know that they go for anything, but anything Spidey I'm going to pick up. Another minor key here. New Mutants Annual #6. I picked up 2 copies. One's probably VF. One's probably closer to near mint. So this is, I don't know, I guess the first cameo appearance of Shatterstar. I guess if you want to say that. I think it's got a pull-out poster that predates. I'm trying to blank what his first appearance is. New Mutants. I don't think it's in. Is it 98 or 99? I don't know if he's in 98 or 99. I can't remember. It's not going for a ton. It's just a 90s book, minor key. So I snatched it up. It's just like anything nowadays. You don't know when one of these characters, or there's going to be spec on some first appearance or a preview before a first full appearance. So for $1, I will take them. Power Man and Iron Fist. They didn't have any of the bigger keys in this run, but this is the first team appearance of the Heroes for Hire. So pretty good shape. I think this one was in like VF range. All right, this one I posted on Instagram. Had to pick this up. This is beat up. I do not think this book goes for anything, but this is just complete childhood nostalgia for me. Was not leaving it behind. Saved by the Bell. #1 from Harvey Comics. The photo cover. I don't know if there's like other covers with artwork or not, but I grew up watching the show, so that was definitely coming home with me. All right, and another obscure Spidey book, Amazing Spider-Man. This is one of those like giveaway promo books by 7-Eleven about like child abuse. I had never seen this either, but I pick up any of these Spidey giveaways or any of this stuff like that. So. All right, that is it for my dollar bin hauls. Now to the good stuff. So I'm not even going to go through prices on everything. Everything was cheap, amazing. Everything I picked up, I think I went, oh my God, I can't believe this is here for this price. So I bundle everything up. He gives me a discount, and I usually pay cash, and I'm able to work it down a little bit more at the end. So we will start out with Incredible Hulk Future Imperfect #1. This is in pretty good shape. VF near mint. I have found these in dollar bins a few times. This is the first appearance of the Maestro, which I believe is the Hulk from another alternate reality, dimension, whatever. So definitely happy to grab another one of those. I don't think that's going for much, but just another character. I figured get the first appearance while you can. Got a low-grade copy of Man-Thing #1. I think this is just the first solo series. I don't know how I didn't notice. It's got pen, but still, VG copy for the price I paid. Definitely a good pickup. It's really weird because he had this one, like, I think he had this at like $6 or something. And then he had volume 2 #1 at like 30. And that's what I mean about his pricing. And they're like right next, they're one after the other. And he'll have the same issue, and one will be $25 of a book, and then the one behind it will be $5. It's the same book, and the one that's marked at $5 will be in better condition. So he prices this stuff, and when he prices it, it stays there. And he buys so much, and he's overwhelmed. He just can't keep up with it. So you really got to sort through. He also he's really tough on condition. So he'll mark stuff that's like VG, and you get home and you're opening it like, this is like a VF, easy. So you can get some amazing stuff. All right, this is just never going to leave this behind. Marvel Age number 90, just the awesome McFarlane cover. I don't know what this goes for. 20 bucks, 25 bucks. I don't even know now. It's so tough to keep up. If it's a 9.8, it's probably $10,000. So just a great book. I'm a McFarlane fan. I'm going to grab that every time I find it for a good price. All right, Fantastic Four 129. I think I saw that this started picking up heat with the She-Hulk show. This is the first appearance of Thundra, John Buscema on the cover and the art. So this is like mid-grade, probably VG fine. I don't know what this is going for in this grade. You know, I think I'm seeing auctions going for about 50, but people listen, they're buy it now is in this range for like $100. So I don't know why this spiked all of a sudden. I don't know if she's supposed to be in the show or not. And I'm drawing a blank if this is the same character, like the second versions in Secret Wars 3. I can't remember, but I know both of those books are tied to the upcoming She-Hulk series. All right, this is always an underrated or undervalued, anyways, Silver Age run. I've been grabbing some of these books. I love the artwork in this series. I haven't read it yet, but I have a good chunk of the first 20 issues. We've got Captain Marvel number 8, and I don't know, Key Collector have these listed as being up in value here. I have been picking these up the past couple months. It's the first appearance of CyberX, 1969, Gene Colan cover, Don Heck on the interiors. So that cover is probably in the good range. And then this one, I got 2 of them. This one's in better shape, probably closer to like a fine, very fine. And this is like, I think he had this one, which is the better copy, less than this one, and he had this marked as like a good, very good, or something like that. And I don't even look, I just look, I don't take them out of the bag. I look at them quickly through the bag, or half the time I just go off the price. I don't even open the books to like count pages or anything. But all right, this is another key from that run. We got number 11, same thing. I got 2 copies. One's lower grade. I don't know what condition this one is. Probably good. I might have marked it down. I put that as fine, but it's got some stains and pen mark on it. We got another copy as well that is mid-grade. This is Captain Marvel obtains some new powers. This is actually Barry Windsor Smith on this cover, which I didn't realize. I love the colors on it. This run does have some amazing covers. So another one, just, I find these Captain Marvel books, you know, 5, 10, 15 bucks, you know, 15 bucks in higher grades at most of my local shops. So that Captain Marvel run, really, really cheap, comparatively speaking, for Marvel Silver Age stuff. All right, this is a book I've been eyeballing, haven't picked up, wanted to grab a few copies for spec reasons, just because it feels like it's safe to spec on everything, any first appearance. So we've got the Cat number 1 from, when is this from? 1972, first appearance in Origin of the Cat. Maurice Severin on the cover. I think Wally Wood on the inks on this. Again, 2 copies. These were dirt cheap. They're both low grade. One's good, very good. One's probably closer to the VG range, but this book, I looked it up. This book's going for like $100 in lower grades. I don't think there's any spec. I think people are just buying up any sort of first appearance. So if I'm finding things dirt cheap like I did, I'm definitely snatching these things up. All right, this one just for me, for my ASM run. 138, first appearance of Mindworm. This cover is awesome. This is, I have a copy of this I picked up from Dollar Bins recently that was super water damaged, but I just grabbed it to put it in my run. But this is a Gil Kane cover. I love this cover. I love all the facial expressions on it. It's actually terrifying. You know, the cover arts is awesome on this one. I guess I've never really been a huge Gil Kane fan, but as I've collected more and more of his stuff, I realize really appreciating the artwork. So this is another solid book. I don't know what condition. I didn't write it down on this one. Probably mid-grade, and I think you know, he probably had this at like $10. And his ASM stuff is one of those things that a lot of the stuff to me is overpriced. You'll be going through and it'll be a random issue in the Bronze Age and he's got it at $25. And I mean, I guess it's worth it via the guide, but I'm not willing to pay that. So early Bronze Age, you know, marked at $10. I know I'm getting a discount. Those I will definitely take. So that one's just for my run. Nice upgrade to the one I had. All right, this is a great book. This is probably one of the pricier books. Definitely worth it if you've watched any of my videos before. Second appearances. This is ASM 239. Second appearance of the Hobgoblin. Really good John Romita Jr. cover. I love the yellows here. 238 is crazy money right now. I'm fortunate that I bought a couple of those early on when I got back into collecting, both super high grade. So happy to have those, but I've been picking up a few copies anyways at 239 in higher grade when I do come across them. And this one's in really nice shape, probably a VF near mint, maybe a little bit higher. I think he did have this one marked at near mint minus and priced accordingly. It's probably going for a lot more than he had it priced at right now, but definitely probably the book I paid the most for, I think. No, there's one more that he had at a little bit higher sticker. But down to the last handful here. Strange Tales 178. Awesome Jim Starlin cover. This is the first appearance of Magus, if I'm saying that correctly. Magus. I don't know how to say it. There's so many characters, I don't actually know how I'm supposed to pronounce it. But so I don't know if that's right. Anything tied to Warlock is, to me, safe spec. Again, if you're getting it, you know, at a good price. This was a fantastic price. I don't remember what he had for a sticker on this. It was probably like $15 or something like that. Again, a lot of these are not the best of shape. I don't even know what the condition is on this one if I wrote it. Mid-grade, probably VG, fine. So definitely happy to pick that up. Again, another Silver Age series that I find in my shops anyways, where I'm at, really cheap. I mean, one of my other shops will have this run like $5 they'll have on most of the, you know, the later Silver Age stuff, but it's Strange Tales 138. I got 2 copies. That one's a little beat up. This one's a little bit better. So one is probably, again, good, very good, and the other one's probably like VG. So this is the first appearance of Eternity. It's Jack Kirby on the cover. I mean, you can definitely find this in shops, price cheap still. I think it's going for more now, but I've picked up a few copies like less than $10. This is just one of those series that, again, like Captain Marvel, compared to other Marvel Silver Age books, just always priced much cheaper. Same with Doctor Strange as well. And I think especially the covers that have Nick Fury as opposed to Doctor Strange, just not as popular. But good first appearance. I think a lot of people think MCU is going to go a lot more cosmic. So that is a solid spec buy to me. And again, these were probably sticker price in the $10 range from this guy. So that's a no-brainer. So I'm certain, guys, you don't have to buy that on eBay. If you've hit up enough shops in your area, even if you got to travel a little bit, I'm sure you can find that book on the cheap and probably multiple copies, because I think that those types of series get passed over a lot. So, all right, some early Thor, Journey into Mystery 124. I only have 1 copy of the first appearance, but this is just a classic cover, and second appearance of Hercules from 1966. Just an awesome Jack Kirby cover. Again, this is low grade. I don't have this, so happy to pick that up. And again, second appearance is definitely safe, especially in today's market with how, you know, crazy the market is. So many first appearances are out of range for so many people that they're gonna go to those second appearances, and a lot of those are just not going to be sitting on the wall. So they're going to be buried in back issues, priced 2-3 years ago, still sitting there at those old prices. So snatch them up, or I'm going to snatch them up. All right, these last 4 books, super happy to get these. This one, not going for a ton right now, but again, as I mentioned, I'm a huge Mike Zeck fan. Absolutely love this cover. Who doesn't love this cover? This is one of my favorite Mike Zeck pieces of artwork. Captain America Annual number 8. This one's probably high VF, maybe VF near mint. Needs to be cleaned a little bit. Newsstand copy. This one's just awesome. I think I only have 1 copy of this, but I've always seen this priced in the $30 range in high grade condition since I got back into the hobby, and I think it's still around there. It's not a key or anything. It's just an amazing, amazing cover. I absolutely love this one. So I think he had that at like $12 or something like that, if I remember correctly. Last three, amazed to find them again. This next one, I showed it off in a recent haul video, and I already unloaded the book. So it was like one of the first boxes I went to. I'm like, I bet he's got this sitting in there because he only does a few shows. I bet no one picked it up. And sure enough, it was in there. Batman 313, first appearance of Tim Fox. This is the Whitman edition, which I didn't realize till I got home. I don't know if that goes any higher or any lower. I'm not sure. It's got a big crease there. Otherwise, it's probably in VF condition, similar to the one I just bought and sold. And I think it was priced exactly the same at $15. So super happy to find another copy of that. I think I found it the day after I sold the other copy. So this book, again, Strange Tales. I knew I would find this on the cheap somewhere. Kicking myself because the shop I mentioned that always has Strange Tales super cheap. I knew this book had to be there. I know I had bought a ton of their Doctor Strange in the Strange Tales run that had Doctor Strange on the cover in the $5-6 range, just because it's a run I do like to collect. I love the artwork. I knew this was probably there, and sure enough, last time I was in there, they were telling me how someone picked it up for $6, but this guy had it as well, not for $6. Strange Tales 159, which has gone nuclear, sitting mid-grade, selling for like $200 on eBay. So this is the first appearance of Contessa Valentina Allegro di Fontaine. I think I did that correctly. Great Steranko cover, obviously tied to the Falcon Winter Soldier. You know, to me, very similar to the Agatha Harkness thing. Character no one cared about. Now she's in the show, and the book explodes. To me, these are ones I'm going to buy and dump. You know, personally, might be worth holding on to and grading. You know, she pops up in another show, maybe it pops up in value again. But for me, I do love the cover. I love Steranko art. Otherwise, if it wasn't such a valuable key, I'd probably want it, but I can't not sell it for the price I paid. This one has marker on Nick Fury's chest. It makes it look like he's got a chest tattoo. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like he's got like a snake tattoo on his chest, which I think is pretty awesome. But this one's solid mid-grade, probably a 5, something like that. I think it's got a small tear on the back, but happy to find that. I think he had the sticker at like $22 or something crazy like that. And it wasn't even in with the Strange Tales. Again, it was one of the first runs I went to. I think somehow it got mixed up into the teas. I was looking at like Tales of Suspense or something, and boom, it was just in there. So you got to go through. He doesn't reorganize, and people, you know, will pull out a stack of books and then put stuff back, and they just shove it in the general area. So it's all mixed in there. So you never know what treasure's in there. So you've got to commit like 2-3 hours and touch every book. So last book. Amazed to find this, and this was not hidden. This was right where it should be. Just shocked to, you know, flip to it, telling myself, no way it's going to be there, no way it's going to be there, and it's there. And I remember the sticker on this he had at $40. I think he had a little undergraded. This book has gone through the roof, especially in 9/8. It is Incredible Hulk, $340. Oh my God. Absolute all-time favorite cover. Love this thing. I've picked up a few. I think one of the higher grade copies I did send in the McFarlane signing, whatever that was, 2 years ago. I think it came back a 9.4. This one might be like a 9. I think 9/8 on this thing are over or pushing $2,000 now. $40 he had for this. I think he had it marked as a VF plus, which, you know, a year or two ago probably would have been a pretty fair price, but this book is through the roof, I think, in all grades. So couldn't believe that was there. Like, this is just one of those books you would think anyone who comes across it, even new collectors, casual collectors, even if you don't know anything about this book, you see it and go, oh my God, that thing's awesome. So amazed to find that there. I mean, all said and done, the dollar bins separate. Those are, you know, $20 books. I walked away with that stack for $200, which was, to me, amazing. I mean, that Strange Tales 159 is going to pay for that on its own. So amazing haul. Super happy to come away with all those books. I did go back and hit them up the day after. I try to set a limit for myself. There's so much stuff in there that you're like, oh, I can't leave it. That's foolish, you know? Uh, I gotta unload it. My problem is I have a tendency to tell myself I'm gonna sell these things and then not want to sell them, you know, like afraid of selling them now and that they're gonna go up anymore. But I gotta get over that because the buying too much good stuff. It's just, especially the Silver Age stuff, the artwork is just mesmerizing to me. This covers like the ASM 138, that Gil Kane, just awesome stuff. So that's the haul, guys. Super happy with this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, again, please go down below, leave me some comments, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.